Now, XXXTentacion, his death. And I'm not trying to put him on another plateau category because he's an entertainer or rapper, and like not trying to make it any different or more sophisticated than anybody else that's lost their life. Okay? But the people that killed him not only snuffed out and took away his life, they snuffed out the people that care about him, that have a real true sentiment of love and care for him. Parents, friends, associates, and then on top of it, anybody that listened to his music and connected to him through that. And then the kids or whoever it was that he was going to be helping that same weekend with the charity event. Like you robbed everybody and then took his life. I would suggest to anybody that has a weak stomach, a weak personality, you're sensitive, you cry easy, get depressed easy, do not watch my video. Don't watch this film or whatever you want to call it. Go watch something else, do something else. Have somebody else watch it for you and tell you about it or something. But the flip side to this is that after this video, if you watch the whole video, I can positively assure you that if you get through this whole video, you will actually feel a little bit more closer to the real person that this kid, XXX, Joshi, whatever his name is, you'll feel closer. You will feel a little bit closer to him. You'll see and understand and get his personality and character. Like there's no reason why somebody would be acting a whole day with no cameras around them except for surveillance. So this is the real him. Okay, Jose Dwayne Ricardo Onfray. That's his real name. You get to see the real character of this kid in my video.
Was the one who was driving at the time of that crash, correct?
Yes.
Was Trayvon driving at the time of the crash?
No.
Back in October of 2018, when you were under oath and you were describing what happened to Detective Curcio, did you say something different?
Yes.
Were you lying about that in 2018?
Yes.
Is there a reason why your story would change about who was driving the car, Trayvon or Michael, between October of 2018 and today?
Yes.
Forward a little more.
You can't do nothing as a black person. You got white people trying to kill you, and then you got dummies that look just like you, get persecuted just like you, have problems getting jobs and living just like you. These motherfuckers want to kill you. They want to get together and fucking persecute you. These people need groups. They need to have groups. Black people to go and get one black person and fucking mutilate him. And then cry in jail talking about you getting mistreated and shit. I mean, look at these fools. Just bozos. I mean, Their whole day was nothing but reckless endangerment of every single body in the whole world. Like, they go and kill somebody, crashing into cars, got pockets full of money, go and spend money on fucking new shoes and sneakers and shit. You see him running? Fucking bozos, man.
This is a car, I'm sorry, I stopped it at 1620. This is the car that you end up getting into, correct?
Yes.
Who was driving this car?
I don't think it would be appropriate to talk about who was driving that car. So,
It's not appropriate. I'd throw his ass in jail forever just for saying some shit.
To talk about who was driving the car.
Thank you.
as far as my safety, yes.
Oh, thank smokes. Like you, oh man, for your life real shit. The fuck out of here. You don't think it would be appropriate? I would be like, get him off the stand. You don't think it'd be appropriate? Appropriate? Use another word, nigga. Another phrase. Say you're scared. You're fucking shitting in your pants, nigga, which you should be.
You don't think it would be appropriate to talk about who was driving the car?
Yes, as far as my safety, yes.
Look at this shit. Look at all these dummies. These dummies, ain't nobody see nothing. Don't nobody see nothing.
This is when you get into the car, correct?
Yes.
You're getting in the back seat of the car, correct?
Yes.
What is this that you have in your hand?
Hat.
It's a camouflage hat, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you real camouflage. That big ass fucking life preserver jacket you got on, McFly. Hello, anybody home, McFly? Don't be so gullible, McFly. Fucking idiots.
Michael was nowhere to be found at that point, correct?
I didn't say no.
He was nowhere around, correct?
Yes.
None of the attorneys that are in this room were there, correct?
Hurry up, spit it out. Look at her, I love
The
her.
judge didn't see
She's
this
like,
happen,
motherfucker,
correct?
spit it out. You hear him talking to you. Look at her, she like, I would fucking wring your neck, motherfucker.
You told this jury that you have not been promised anything for your testimony, correct?
Yes.
You said the state had, and the prosecutor asked you if they even hinted to you what it is that they're going to give you.
We promise. Yo, she is the best right there. Look at her.
I'm confused because he's asking for impeachment, but this is outside the presence of the jury. So what is the purpose of trying to impeach him?
Yo, you need to put her on the fucking, you need to put her on that stand up there.
If allowed to, is what he wants to do. You can profit.
I could tell you exactly. Look at her. She don't know what none of y'all are talking about. She like, listen, are you gonna stick these motherfuckers in jail or what?
Has already ruled. He's not even bringing up a reason why he's challenging or has any redress with the court as to why he's allowed to bring it up again.
I also believe that every single attorney that sticks up for a murderer and they know that they're a murderer and they want to get them off, I believe that every attorney that loses their battle, they should have to serve time for the motherfucker that they're trying to get off. How about that motherfucking that law right there implemented, boy? I would set up so many laws you don't understand. I would have a tailor-made suit for everybody, yo.
That is. What's in your hand?
Ready.
Where'd the money come from?
Robbery.
Biggie dumbass.
204.
Did he just say the robbery?
Where'd the money come from?
Robbery.
Oh, you fucking bonehead.
204.
Biggie dumbass.
Whoops. Also you, correct?
Yes.
He's gonna be in jail.
Time.
He's gonna be in jail. Let me tell you what the fuck his new name is gonna be. Biggie Crawls. All this motherfucking violence and killing and all this shit. You see this happy moment right here? Look at this happy moment right here. Just look at it. You see that happy moment? Huh? Just imagine that 10 minutes of happiness in your ass that you gotta protect for the rest of your motherfucking life. Add it up. I don't care how many friends you got in jail, nigga. You know how many friends you don't got in that motherfucker? Like, I would love to see these motherfuckers every day. Like, how they live their life and what the fuck happens to them and shit. That's what they need to do. Fucking reality shows. You want to fucking hip-hop love this and that? Nah. Do a reality show of motherfuckers that like killing and murdering and raping and fucking take their ass every fucking day that they fucking live in fucking jail so everybody can see and knows what the fuck happens to motherfuckers like this. Like them. Excuse me.
I'm like,
Hey, Mom, look at all of these monies. What am I gonna get with all of these monies? I could buy all kinds of stuff now. Hey, just check out all of my monies. Oh, yes. You know, that money right there, you ain't even gonna be able to use that on your commissary. You know that? Like, that shit ain't even gonna buy you a fucking bag of cookies. And everybody love cookies in jail. Motherfuckers be getting beat up over motherfucking Linden's cookies and shit. He said, cause you were fleeing from...
104. You are in a hotel room in Fort Pierce because you were fleeing from Broward County, correct?
Yes.
And Michael was there with you at that time, correct?
Yes.
I can't. Yo.
Also,
Who would have thought that out of somebody's cold-blooded murder that you'd be able to have so many fucking laughs through a motherfucking testimony and testifying through the whole court case? Who would think that you would be able to actually fucking like find comedy in this? Really? This is comedic genius you're fucking witnessing here. Trust me.
same hotel room, same time, correct?
Yes.
Michael was also there, correct?
Yes.
These niggas is up in fucking hotel rooms with money, with fucking loving each other. Fucking just no bitches, no nothing, just them. These are the last days of their life. Fucking rolling around in a fucking motel room with a whole bunch of money together. Thinking about what fucking island they gonna go and fucking roll on the beach and sand together. Just swim shorts on, just swim trunks. No shirt, get a little sweaty and just go roll in the sand together. You can picture that.
Same hotel room, same time, correct?
Yes.
Michael was there with you, correct?
Of
Yes.
course he was. Where else would Mike be? Besides in his pocket.
You informed this jury.
Look at this. The 2 Live crew. This motherfucker right here. I hope that fucking lawyer right there. I hope somebody fucking. I don't even want to say, man. Somebody needs to fucking destruct his fucking ass. For real. Look at this shit. Tongue kissing him in the middle of the court. This nigga giving this nigga wet willies in the middle of the court, y'all. Like, get the fuck out of here. This nigga loving that shit. Loving it. This motherfucker acting like he don't see it. Know what I'm saying? They all acting like they don't see it. Just turn your head. Keep your head straight. This bitch is like, I see you, motherfucker. I hope the judge don't see this motherfucker. They know what the fuck is going on. You wet willy loving motherfucker. Look at him. You nasty bastards. Fucking wackos. I knew something was going on here. I knew there was some kind of shit that we was missing. You won't get this footage nowhere, y'all. Look at this shit. I'm telling you. Wet willies in the middle of the fucking court. Watch the way she looks at him. Look, she knows what's going on. She tried not to turn her head, yo. She's like the wife at home that knows her husband is touching on the kids and shit. You can't see their hands neither. Look at her. Yeah. She knows what the fuck is going on. I mean, going in. You can't have that many words, bro, at all. Now it's his turn. Now it's his turn. You seen him too? The fuck, this is a bunch of freakiness. Look at him. The bailiff walks by like, oh boy, these motherfuckers again with the fucking lickety split, with the fucking wet willies. Yeah. He's like, so after trial, we're gonna, before you go in, we're gonna get that going on, right? Oh yeah, make sure. Oh, I got you. Definitely. Definitely. Okay, alright guys, I'm done. Alright, you guys ready? Okay, now let's get back to work here, guys. They all took a fucking break to watch this nigga wet willy his ass.
5-5. We break for the weekend.
That wasn't a break?
As of each time we break, I will remind you.
Oh, okay.
Any definite fixed opinions, merits, cases.
What about the gun? Was it when you were testifying earlier about the firearm, you indicated that it was ordained. Can you point out to us what you were referring to in the picture? Or what you can see projected on your screen? I can't hear you. Remember, we got to speak up nice and loud. Okay.
Spit it out, nigga.
I'm showing you what's been marked for identification, or excuse me, marked for evidence.
Yeah. We want to rob people so we could go and buy clothes and dress up like clowns.
Okay. And is this from around the time of the homicide? After the homicide, rather?
No.
When is this from? Was it earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
This is when we figured that we was really clowns and we was gonna buy some more gear that looked like similar to the clown suits.
505 from states.
Hey, everybody. Look at how much monies we got. I wonder if you guys posted that shit on Instagram like right after.
Both banning $100 bills in U.S. currency.
Crispy $100 bills.
That you and your co-defendant, Michael Boatwright, holding from the $50,000 that you stole from the victim when you killed him.
Yes.
Oh man, you guys are over.
When is this picture, when is it from?
This nigga's on stand telling everything. Biggie Crawls is telling it all.
Yes.
Do you remember where this picture was taken?
In the same hotel they was rolling around in together, motherfucker. Shit. They all sitting across from each other. Ain't this what all of you motherfuckers want out there? This is exactly what the hell you all want, ain't it? You want to go around killing your next door neighbors, black people killing black people. You just you will not stop until you sitting here looking like this motherfucker right here, with people sticking your gun in your face.
And is this the firearm that you testified about earlier that Dietrich Williams had on him during the robbery and homicide?
Yes.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Look at her. She knows she did her job. She like, motherfuckers, you motherfuckers is going away for a long time.
Coming back from the dead. An eerie music video released features murdered rapper XXXTentacion attending his own funeral.
These motherfucking assholes, man. I can't. That is just so fucked up, man. Look at this kid, bro. Look at him, y'all. Word, man. Like, damn, son. Look at him, bro. Like, that is so fucking sad, man. These people out here are just some fucking fucked up motherfuckers, bro. This is the picture that they need to be posting in these niggas' face. That's the picture that they need to be posting in front of these niggas' face. See, the thing is that I'm going to also add for you stupid motherfuckers out there, whether or not you have a religion to believe in or not. When you kill somebody, a life is so significant that I believe every single person that dies, the weather and atmosphere changes. It either rains, gets sunny, precipitation, something, right? So when you kill people, even though you're doing the devil's job and demon's job, the demons have so much respect still for God and Jesus, even fear, I'll say, that when you kill somebody, they're coming for your ass. They know and realize, they know how valuable life is. Even though they don't like you and cannot fucking stand you and will applaud you every time you kill somebody, you kill and take a life, they are going to torment your ass. They are going to be crawling in and out of your ass. Okay? Every crevice of your body, you're going to be waking up, going to sleep and all of that shit. Seeing, hearing, fucking, you're going to live a life of being persecuted. You stupid motherfuckers. And I just want all of you people to know that shit. Understand it.
Right dressed?
Yeah, an undershirt, black jeans, and black shoes.
You tired,
How was
nigga?
Trayvon Newsom dressed?
You tired?
Gray sweatpants, black shoes.
Michael Boatwright saying, in that 10 minutes that you are waiting, as the four of you are waiting to target the victim, as you're lying in wait, what was Michael Boatwright saying in that 10 minutes that you are waiting to target the victim? As you're waiting, lying in wait, for 10 minutes to target the victim, what was Trayvon Newsom saying? And as you're waiting for 10 minutes, lying in wait to target the victim, what was Dietrich Williams saying?
Now, one more thing that I have to add about this boy, and something that is overlooked, people are unconcerned with, oblivious to. Out of all of the connections, the controversy or criticism that anybody has regarding him before this incident, right? Any other rapper, any other person that has that much money and is living a certain lifestyle, you better believe that they're gonna have some kind of weapon on them. Out of this whole case, The whole scenario. Not in one title, one blog, one conversation have you heard that this boy had a weapon on him. On him, in his car. When they shot him, he had on shorts, yo. Shorts and a jacket. Shorts. No weapons, no drugs, nothing. Just him, his step uncle, in his car. Like there was really literally nothing that they could say that was on him, that he contributed to, that was in any kind of negative energy, thought, motive. Nothing. No weapon, no gun. Like that, nothing was presented. Like, oh yeah, he had a gun in the back. He had a gun on his hip. He had a gun on the passenger. He didn't even have, he obviously, his mind wasn't even on that kind of life. And that's what really, if you really break it down, it just makes it even more critical, hostile, belligerent, malevolent, and evil. I mean, for real, like you just like taking advantage of weak people. Like he's such a frail, skinny kid, 20 years old. Like look at him, it's so sad. For real, it is. But
Hey y'all, so get this. Dedrick D. Williams, the first suspect to be arrested in the 2018 murder of rapper XXXTentacion, is begging Judge Michael A. Hussan to let him out of prison for the fear he'll contract COVID-19.
all right, that's it.
According to a letter obtained by TMZ, Williams believes he's at high risk for catching the coronavirus. Williams writes, I am sending this letter to...
Coronavirus? Why? You scared? How you gonna contract it? Why you? There's a plenty of people with poor immune systems and shit. You know how many motherfuckers is in there? Got AIDS ready to give it to you, syphilis and fucking gonorrheas and all kinds of fucking cerebral palsies of the brain and shit.
To save my life. Recently, a deputy at the Broward County main jail gave an inmate the coronavirus. This matter makes me afraid because my immune system is very weak, and here at the jail, they aren't testing anybody. Williams also maintains he has nothing to do with X's shooting death, writing, I'm being held on a violation of probation with a new charge. I am innocent of the new charge that I am being charged with. I am asking to be given a bond so I can avoid catching the coronavirus, even if it's only to be out on bond and house arrest until the disease blows over. I've been in here 21 months and haven't been in any trouble. Williams, 24, added that Hussan has been his judge since I was 17, and saying, never have I missed court or failed a drug test since being in your courtroom.
Nigga, did you help kill that nigga or not? See me, if I have it wrong or we got it wrong, okay, like I take everything back that I say about you fucking, alright, for real. But if not, nigga, like, please, man. Like, a letter like that, if you are found guilty, that you should be, like, you should be penalized even more for trying to act like you didn't do it. Like, somebody needs to take that letter and shove it up your ass. He ain't have nothing to do with it. You had something to do with all that money you was fucking flaunting around and spending and shit, nigga. I know you ain't fucking get all that money from wearing them fucking clown suits and fucking doing birthday parties with that shit that you niggas was wearing. No, where the fuck you wear that shit to? Surprised you fucking clowns wasn't wearing that shit robbing the fucking dude. Word. Looking like a bunch of fucking clowns with fucking guns on and shit. Fuck out of here. This nigga wants some fucking sympathy. Get the fuck out of here. And this is him at the bank right before he bought his car, going to get his money. Man, what a bunch of losers, man.
During your encounter with Mr. Envoy during this time, what was his demeanor like?
It's fine. He's fine. He seems happy.
Man, oh man, yo. Nah, I mean, just, boy, oh boy. Just snuffed this kid's fucking life from him. Look at him, man. Like, I'm sorry for whatever I said negative about the kid. Like, he, you know, I just know that he didn't deserve that shit, bro. Wow. Wow, man. I know this video is long, but I have to do it. Gotta do it. She looked like she was coming with a club back there or something. One thing that melts me about this whole situation is how critical I was of the boy before watching or before the situation happened, like from listening to him talk and observing how he talks, or not how he talks, but how he did represent himself in certain situations. When you see this video, my whole video, when you just like look at every situation that he's in, his demeanor is so casual. His demeanor, like, he seems like his natural self is is like a really sweet kid. He seemed like he really was a good kid, except he obviously had troubles and problems and issues, and it seems, and he proves that he was actually trying to do good and do better. He proved it. And which means that, like, we actually had another positive module taken from us, and at an early age, he was 20. He'd be like 24, 25. That's my son's age. Like, 20 years old, this kid got his life snuffed out in front of everybody, yo. That shit is like, it burns me up inside. It really does. Just to see somebody, I mean, I thought that he was another kind of way. There's no reason why a person would be acting if they're not on camera or they're not being observed, which means that was his real demeanor. That was the real, whatever his real name, Joshi or what, XXXTentacion, that was the real him that we see on this film. On all the surveillance recordings That's really him. That polite, soft, well-mannered kid. That's what I see. And everybody makes mistakes. You know, I was picking on certain things, like certain things that I heard that he's done and all that. Everybody makes mistakes. And for a 20-year-old kid, he had room for even more mistakes. Shit. He had more room to make mistakes to still be understood. Like the mistakes that that the kids made by killing them. Like you to compare anything to the way that kid, the way that boy XXX, the way he was living. Like, you know, I don't see anything wrong with the way that he was really living in terms or in conclusion of what happened to him. They're like, I didn't like it. It hit me when I first heard it, but the longer that this trial goes and the more I see, the more I feel, the more remorse that I feel for that boy. I didn't really feel too much remorse in the beginning because I didn't really, you know, I had my own thoughts and my own theories about the situation. Whoever that was on the phone with him had no idea that that would be the last time that they fucking heard from this kid, spoke to him. Just like he has no damn idea that these fucking bozos don't have nothing else better to do in life. But ambush some fucking body.
Now, Mr. Amos, during this entire transaction, is there like official paperwork that you have to fill out? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, because they had to check for all of that money he was taking out.
But not right there, no. Okay, but at some point there's a log filled out for this amount of cash being withdrawn? Yes.
Now this video is over 15 minutes long. It's about 20 something minutes. And this kid, he's standing there, sitting there going through all of this stuff. And not one time do you see on his face a look of frustration or like he wants to get hot or mad or like nothing. Like, I mean, I gotta say that. He seems like a very cool, well-mannered person. Even though like I said, I don't agree with everything with him, but everybody does something wrong, man, but he just doesn't come across to me in any kind of way as a vigilant person or somebody that in any kind of way would deserve people to run down on him like that. Fucking ridiculous. And I'm sorry, people. I know that the video was long. If you got a fucking problem with it, then go fucking look at something else. Sorry. To this right here. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, and he's feeling his vitals and shit. He got a weak immune system. Nigga, why everybody want to start complaining about the fucking mistreatment and fucking nourishment that they got when they get there, bro? Like, for real, man. Yo, that shit is crazy.
2 men.
At least one of the suspects fired.
He wrote was visiting the showroom at Riva Motorsports in Deerfield Beach, and as he pulled out, detectives say he was ambushed by 2 men.
At least one of the suspects fired the weapon in what at this point appears to be an apparent robbery.
XXXTentacion was rushed to North Broward Hospital, where doctors pronounced him dead. Grief and anger filled that hospital as loved ones got the tragic news.
He was a controversial figure, but this should never happen to anyone. For an artist of his caliber to be taken from us at 20 years old, that's unacceptable.
In one prior social media post, the young rapper seemingly had a premonition.
If I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy.
Sadly, his death would become a reality, and his final Instagram post said he was planning a charity event in Florida this weekend.
Now let's take you back to August 2018. XXXTentacion, whose real name is Jennifer. Back in August, he will be serving as a witness for the state during this trial. Now let's take you back to August 2018. XXXTentacion, whose real name is Jesse Onfroy, was shot multiple times while leaving Riva Motorsports in Deerfield Beach, and Boatwright, Williams, Newsom, and Allen were eventually arrested in connection to it. This morning, as the defendants watched on, attorneys made some final motions as they prepared for
the fuck are you smiling for? Don't even smile. Don't even smile at him. Nigga got gold teeth in his mouth. Throw these niggas the fuck under that jail.
Watch live online at
look at these, like, I'm serious. I'm getting sick of look at them.
Live in Fort Lauderdale, I'm Ian Margle, Local 10 News.
All right, Ian, thank you. We'll check back with you later this afternoon.
Look at this dude, man. I'm serious. Yo, I'm just getting pissed off at looking at them, man.
I'll wait through it and we'll go back and I'll ask you questions about it.
See, for everybody that thinks that they want to be a killer and a murderer and the big bad wolf and all of that stuff, what you don't understand is that there are people out here that's just as bloodthirsty as you. And not for the kind of meat that you want or you look for. They don't feed off of innocence and taking advantage of people, and you know, that's not what they look and wait for. They wait for the big bad wolf, and that's the bloodthirst that they have. They got a bloodthirst for killing killers. And that's the thing that a lot of you people don't understand, is that not all killers take advantage of people.
you could, maybe like here, if you want to sit next to your phone.
Well, there's Biggie Crawls. This shit is like a bad movie. Look at him. Now let me tell you what this is. This white dude right here, he knows something's up automatically. Look at him. Because there's too many black people coming in here. He's like, And for you people, like, you really think that society owes you something or something, or somebody works for you, or the things that somebody achieves that you deserve to have what the fuck they achieve and shit. Like, what the fuck is the matter with you, man? This nigga talking about let him out his immune system. And it always happens. There's always a trigger happy fool, a fucking power hungry fool, a bloodthirsty fool, a fucking idiot. But the whole thing is, like, I mean, you did what you did. Did you really have to murk him like that? Like, did you really need to? Like, was there some kind of, why did you have to do that? Why did you have to kill him like that? Like, in cold blood, just in broad day, like, serious. Why the fuck would you have to do that? Like, he was after you, or he was even thinking about you. Like, you know, at any point in his day, like, you were on his mind, except for when he saw you in that store passing him and he got a fucking idea and a fucking hunch in his stomach. Like, wow, like, yeah, this is different. Like, niggas like this don't fucking come in Harley stores and just walk around and shit, you know? Boy, oh boy. My immune system. Them people in that store probably already feel funny about them dummies. Everybody in there, they just know that you're like, nah, I mean, you're off. Like, you're not even like, you know, you're not in the right place and shit. real, they just look all out of place.
Talk all around. Yo, seriously, man. Rest in peace, Act. We love you, man. And it's just, life is crazy, man. Life is just insane. Have you heard of XXXTentacion?
Sí.
Huh?
I was I was there by the event.
Yeah?
I was working there when I hear the shot.
No way! And what happened? Like, you heard the shots?
Yeah.
When always. At that time in his life, he was trying to change. I don't remember him being in any type of a controversy with anyone at that time. So it was for financial gain. I don't know what other reason it could have possibly been for, you know, what could have been more important than someone's life. It's even gone as far. It's even gone as far as that I can no longer visit my brother's cemetery. I can no longer visit his gravesite due to them trying to do anything to break me down, to keep me, you know, fearful of them. I don't know what their tactic is or what the reason behind it for, but it's just, it's not right. It's evil. It's what did I do, you know, to you? My brother's gone. He's gone. Like, what more can I do, you know, than just to visit his gravesite and just to sit there and talk to him? Like, I get closer to him once I'm there. To his fans, I want you guys to remember the positive things that my brother has left behind for you guys. Remember him as a person as well. You know, he wasn't perfect, but he was still, you know, such a beautiful, beautiful person. So remember him as, you know, a young man who was trying to change and didn't get a chance to do so.
I know I just made a movie on you guys, but I had to do it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I don't really tell people to subscribe, like sometimes maybe, but I don't really care what you do. But I'll catch you on the next one.
Are you currently part of the transport team that is responsible for an inmate by the name of Robert Allen, who's also been listed as a state witness in the case of state of Florida versus 3 co-defendants for the homicide of Jose Allen?
Yes, I've been assigned.
I've been with Mr. Allen since I believe it was Monday as part of his transport team to assist in getting here ready for the state. And what is it that, tell us what it is that you notified the state with, what happens?
As directed by you.
And who were the defendants that were in the holding area?
Yep. Mr. Robert Allen was supposed to come up here first.
He was in the holding area and
Also,
defendants. Who were the defendants that were in the holding area?
the only one I know of now is excused.
Okay. So he was in the holding area, and then what happened next?
We notified the bridge that we're coming up with the high profile so they can secure it, lock everybody down. They put these drapes on the windows, try to clear the hallway. As we're making our way over here, what we can hear is Mr. Newsom yell out, there he is working with the police, he's the popo. Also said you're working with the white man now, and those are the comments.
Now when you say we,
20 years old, and they bodied this boy like his life, his mind, his soul, like his whole being didn't mean anything. Like he just was nothing. Like he just, like his shit, like he just don't matter. Word. And flashing money, but like, I mean, like really? And the crazy thing, like I said, is that they not the only people out here like this. There's people that will really take your life over some fucking pieces of paper with dead people on it. Word. Just to buy some shit that doesn't matter. Yo. I can't. You gonna go and kill a black guy, a black man, okay? And then tell another black man, which is your freaking screwed up friend that's now biting you in your fucking neck, back, and ass, you gonna say he's working with the white man? Nigga, do you know what working with the white man is? What you did is working with the white man. You motherfuckers just made every fucking Ku Klux Klan member, every skinhead happy, every fucking white person that can't fucking stand a person that looks darker than them. You just worked and did their job, nigga. And you talking about somebody's working with the nigga? Lock them niggas the fuck up. Don't even give them niggas no trial. I'm serious, because they seem like they like it in there. Working with the white man, nigga, throw them away. I'm for real. Throw them in the trash.
okay. And as Mr. Allen was walking, from as far as you could tell, was there anything obstructing Mr. Allen from being able to hear? Like he didn't have anything on his ears or anything like that. Was he? How close was Mr. Allen standing to you?
Closer than you and I.
Okay. And right now, how many feet would you say we are apart from?
We're 3.5.
Okay. And he was closer than 3.5 feet.
Yes, ma'am.
Were there any other witnesses to this besides yourself and Mr. Allen?
He was yelling loud enough so anyone in the hall could hear him.
Yeah, real
and
brilliant.
You're referring to Mr. Newsom.
Just so fucking smart. Their whole lives add up to be the Three Stooges plus one. That's their new name. That's the name of their group. Three Stooges plus one.
Actually saying, we can say.
They mad. Like they like XXXTentacion. Let's think up an iller name. Three Stooges plus one.
Mr. Allen, prior to.
Cause you know how he added on them extra X's and shit. People like where'd the extra X come from? They want to know where the plus one came from. That's the big dummy. That's the plus one is Biggie Crawls.
So basically, Mr. Newsom continued to do it until he couldn't see Mr. Allen anymore. From your perspective,
they got their own rap group.
No further questions.
Fucking idiots. Now, let me tell you what needs to happen here. Since you got these kids, and they're capable.
Who made a comment to you about your testimony?
This nigga is telling it all. Biggie Crawls. Get him, Biggie. Point him out. Point that bitch ass nigga out. Get him. Yeah, get him. Him right there. Give him a cigarette, y'all. Look at him. Look at her.
What race is he? Black. And is seated on the end, middle?
I can't.
Okay. And who is that you're pointing out to?
Is it all coming back to you now? All the recollections, nigga? Is it flashing in your head now? Is it flashing yet?
So Trayvon Newsom made a comment to you after you started testifying. What was the comment that Trayvon Newsom made to you
just
after
brilliant.
you started testifying in this case?
Yeah, he's working with the white people.
Said I work for the white man.
I'm gonna tell everybody.
What did you take that to mean? When he's saying that to you?
Don't snitch.
And when you say
Don't snitch.
And when you say that you took it as you're a snitch, how would you understand that to mean in terms of any impact that it would have on you as you're testifying still in this case? Did you take it that way?
No, man.
No further questions. And at the conclusion of this evidence, you'll find that Dietrich Williams, Michael Goldbright, and Trayvon Newsom are guilty of first-degree murder and guilty of armed robbery in this case.
The trial of 3 men for the murder of rapper XXXTentacion is underway. We take a look at the top moments from the trial so far. A 4th man, Robert Allen, pleaded guilty and is testifying for the prosecution in this case. XXXTentacion, whose legal name is Jose Onfrey, had $50,000 in cash on him as he shopped for motorcycles in South Florida on June 18, 2018. A group of men ran to his vehicle, shot him, and stole his money. Now, nearly 5 years later, this trial has begun. Prosecutor
Okay, now, just look at the way he looks at them. Like, everybody knew that they was out of place. Look at him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Look, like, you know. But the last thing I gotta say about this, if you could do this right here, all right? The next thing the prosecution needs to be doing, which I would definitely put in an order for, is to go and try and look back and see how many crimes these motherfuckers are connected to in robbing, killing people, okay? Running up on people, ambushing people, any of that shit. You need to go and look back in your books and see what the fuck else you could tie on to these fucking bastards. Because if you do shit like this, you didn't just fucking do that shit for the first time today, nigga. Word. Maybe you got better at it, you know? But you know what I'm saying? That ain't the first time these motherfucking bastards did some shit like that. For real.
ran to his vehicle, shot him, and stole his money. Now, nearly 5 years later, this trial has begun. Prosecutor Pascal Achille gave a strong opening statement telling the jury they will see surveillance video that clearly shows Michael Boatwright shooting and killing XXXTentacion.
Jose is there, unarmed, in the driver's seat, surprised by the 2 gunmen in this case. You'll hear how they start struggling with him, punching him, and that both of the gunmen at one point are trying to get his property from him. They're able to wrestle away from him the satchel that had the $50,000 in cash. And without any provocation, without any type of weapons or anything being used by the victim, you'll hear how Michael Boatwright fires several times, killing the victim at close range. You'll also be able to see the surveillance that shows this.
With 3 men on trial, they have 3 separate defense attorneys, so...
Wait, let's go back to the one that's having freaking
At close range. You'll also be able to see the surveillance that shows this.
With 3 men on
What is it? He got immune deficiency problems or some shit like that? So what about that shit before you left home? You should have sat home, ate some fucking Rice Krispies, went and jerked off with your... Cause it don't look like none of you got any bitches. The fuck out of here.
on trial. They have 3 separate defense attorneys, so each attorney gave his own opening statement.
Look at a nigga looking like young Jock.
To see the surveillance that
with 3 men on trial, they have 3 separate
the
defense
evil
attorneys,
young Jock.
so each attorney gave his own opening statement. Michael Boatwright's...
Yo, look at the evil young Jock, y'all. It's going down. The bell's going down. Yeah, that's right, your ass going down.
Attorneys, so each attorney gave his own opening statement. Michael Boatwright's attorney went first, and he claimed that Robert Allen, he's the man who pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and is testifying for the state, will lie to the jury.
What, he was the one holding the gun?
Robert Allen is the only person that you will hear from that puts Michael Boatwright at Riva Motorsports on June 18th, 2018.
I don't think you see that fat kid. You don't think you see Biggie Crowles hopping out that car. You know his wobbly ass if it was him holding that gun, wouldn't you? Shit. I love her. Look at her. She just want to string everybody up. Put her ass up there, please. I wasn't for all that I want to die now stuff, but for anybody that doesn't know anything about his music, listen to Moonlight. That's my favorite song of his. When I heard that song, I listened to that shit. I couldn't even tell you how many times in that same day. Like just over and over, repetitively. I've figured out or have come to the conclusion that most people on planet Earth in this world, they're just not happy or satisfied until or unless there's a problem. You know? They're not happy or satisfied until they're sitting in court answering a bunch of questions. They're not happy or satisfied till they got shackles on their fucking legs and arms. They're not satisfied until they in jail getting fucking bossed around by every motherfucking CEO that fucking works a fucking 8-hour shift and fucking bumping heads with every freaking person, every guy that hasn't had a piece of pussy in years. They're just satisfied. They're not satisfied until they get there. Hanging out with a bunch of guys that get no pussy, sitting around watching fucking soap operas and old reruns of movies and shit, eating cold food, slop, depending on where you go. Maybe they'll make it to the feds. They'll get fucking sheets and pillows and shit, you know? But most people, they're just not happy until there's a fucking problem sitting there waiting for them. They're not happy till they end up in a cell with a bunkie that thinks that they're sexy, you know? They're just gonna wait it out. They know you're gonna be there, so they're not gonna come on strong. Know what I'm saying? You think they're gonna take advantage of you. No. They're not gonna take advantage of you. If you thought they was gonna take advantage of you, you just don't know Barry. Yo, they gonna be in there like this. Eskimo, Eskimo, Eskimo. Everybody gonna be in there locked up in their cell calling them Eskimo pies and shit. Eskimo, Eskimo. Y'all motherfuckers, you not happy till you getting Eskimo pied. Eskimo kisses. Eskimo. I've figured out or have come to the conclusion that
because of the Parkland school shooting that happened just 4 months prior to the homicide. He then says how the same detective from the Parkland school shooting was handed XXX's case. He points out that detective and other investigators cut corners because they wanted to wrap this case up as quickly as possible. Finally, Padilla goes on to say how law enforcement didn't look into the Grammy Award-winning rapper Drake.
Before X died, he said, if anybody kills me, it's Drake. And do you think that for one moment, here today, days after the event, he's killed by 2 masked men, right? He came out on social media and said, guys, before he dies, if anybody kills me, it's Drake. Do you think in that time span that they went and they addressed him, they talked to him? No. Do you think sitting here today, years later, any detective has ever asked, you know, Drake or anybody like that? No. They never did that. So you ask yourself, how could that be? If any of us is involved in, you know, God forbid, in a murder, and you say, hey, it's so-and-so, you better believe so-and-so is going to get investigated. But in this case, they didn't do it. They didn't do it because it didn't comport with their version.
Nigga, spit it out. Where did they get him from?
I think that they have the obligation to do so.
Finally, Trayvon Newsom's attorney gave his opening statement. He went last. And instead of pointing to evidence that will clear his client, he pointed to evidence and said what it will not show.
My opening statement and all opening statements are supposed to be about what the evidence will show. But in this case, I'm going to tell you what the evidence will not show. The evidence will not show that any firearm was ever recovered that could be matched or linked to Trayvon Newsom. The evidence will not show that anything from a thorough search of his home where he lived with his father and his sister, including digging up his entire backyard because they heard the money was buried there, turned up anything that would link Trayvon Newsom to this terrible crime.
Actually, Leonard Kerr. Kerr took the stand and explained he was able to run away from the car when the shooters drew their guns on him and XXX. He's on surveillance video running away from the shooting. Kerr explained what he saw and heard minutes later.
Now, at the point that you're calling Cleo, had anything else happened other than you exited the car for your life?
I run and they were down there. The 2 men that could jump off the car was down there.
So you left Jose in the car and the 2 gunmen were still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see anything that happened to Jose and the gunmen after that?
Okay. Before, when I run up here, on the bike, the taller guy, as I tell you, the taller guy went around to Jose's side. The shorter one now come around to the door that I was, my door that I opened, and he go inside the car.
You saw that?
I see that because I was looking, when I run up here and saw some of the man that was on the phone. I keep looking down there. When I keep looking, I realize that the shorter one come around to my side. The taller one go to Jose's side.
Okay, so it's almost like, I'm sorry?
And then I heard something like, fire! How much time I don't know, but I heard something like explode.
An explosion?
Yeah.
Let's go back
Gunshots.
to Robert Allen. He's the man I just told you about who pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and is testifying for the state. On Wednesday, Allen took the stand and claimed that he and the 3 defendants robbed and killed XXX in the parking lot of the motorcycle dealership. He explained what happened over those 3 short minutes.
Trayvon Newsom do after he grabs the bag.
As he grabbed his bag, shots were fired.
George, I'm gonna ask him to speak to the one.
As he grabbed the bag, shots are fired.
Who shoots the shots that are fired?
Michael Boatwright.
And who does he shoot?
Triple X.
Where does he shoot him from? What side of the car?
Driver.
So if Triple X is in the driver's seat and Michael Boatwright is in the driver's side, the shots are coming onto Triple X's left side or right side? Which side?
Left side.
Okay. And what happens, how many times do you recall that Michael Boatwright shoots Triple X?
Maybe like 2 or 3 times.
What does Triple X do as a result of that? What does Michael Boatwright do next? What does Trayvon Newsom do?
Kind of like slips and fall a little bit, runs apart.
What does Dietrich Williams do? Now, are all four of you back in the Dodge journey?
Yes,
What does Dietrich Williams do?
it drives off.
So Alan,
What does Dietrich Williams do? Now, are all four of you back in the Dodge?
Kind of like slips and fall a little bit, and get back and fall.
What does Trayvon Newsom do?
Kind of like slips and fall a little bit, runs apart.
What does Dietrich Williams do? Now, are all four of you back in the Dodge journey?
Yes,
What does Dietrich Williams do?
it drives off.
So Alan claims that Newsom grabbed the bag of money, Boatwright shot XXX, and Williams was the getaway driver as Alan was sitting in the car. The prosecution went on to show surveillance footage of the murder. So were the gunmen Newsom, Boatwright, and Williams, and will they be convicted for the murder of XXXTentacion? That is the question here, so stay tuned to Sidebar to find out as we continue to cover this case. And that's it for this edition of Law and Crime Sidebar.
Will they be convicted? That's the question, huh? I guess so. I can't argue with you. And whoever doesn't know what an Eskimo kiss is, that's when you take your nose. That's when you take your nose and somebody else's nose and you rub it together. You rub them together real soft and gently, you know? Kind of provocatively, but less than provocative. Kind of like a tickle, you know? Tickle the nose, tickle the bone, you know? So I don't know if all of you guys are going to be Eskimo, but one of y'all is going to be called Eskimo. So we could play a game now. You motherfuckers out there watching, take your finger and point at which one of these motherfuckers you think is going to be called Eskimo. Drake's not there yet, but just pick one. It's like the lotto, like the lottery. Like you're not going to know immediately. You got to wait to see. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait to know if you won. If you fucking got it right. You picked the right numbers. I also hope that through the past 5 years, I would say 2 or 3, but past 5 years, all of the people that try to guide the culture and that, yeah, no snitching this and you snitch that and snitching da 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 da. I hope that you see how it backfired and backfires in your ass. Okay? Like, first of all, let me tell you what I tell every fucking body that wants to talk that bullshit, right? And make up rules and say that the number one street rule is this and the street rule is that and you got street laws and, right? You got protocols, hood rules, right? So let me ask you, what is the number one rule in the street? What's the number one rule in a street fight? No snitching? No. It's anything goes, asshole. So how the fuck are you gonna sit there and tell somebody how to react? Like they want to slap you in the face and then try to make up rules to where everybody is fucking like holding you down and shit. Like, okay, I'm gonna smack you in the face, but you can't do nothing back. You can't tell, you can't snitch, you better not, da-da-da. Like, nigga, fuck you. You can't tell somebody how to motherfucking react when you hurt them. You can't fucking expect the same reaction from everybody. From something or a reaction from an action that you choose to act on or represent, applicate, duplicate, whatever the fuck you want to say. Like, don't nobody need to live by your fucking rules. Who in the fuck are you motherfuckers to be making up rules for any fucking body? And then when some shit like this happens, you tell me what people are supposed to do. Just shut up, Like everybody let you stupid motherfuckers run around with guns, smack people, punch people, take their money, kill them, shoot them. And then everybody's supposed to be like, shh, don't snitch. Don't say nothing. So you could come fucking do it again. Go around doing it all fucking day or for the rest of your life until somebody puts a hole in your fucking ass. For real. The fuck out of here. I don't think so. You motherfuckers better get your lives straight. And all you motherfuckers that live by that, I guarantee you be the one snitching or the motherfuckers that you fuck with will be the one snitching. So go ahead, roll the dice, cut the cards, whatever, nigga. Because I'm not playing with a full deck, bitch. And you can say I don't know what I'm talking about. You can say I'm a skeptic. You can say I'm a conspiracy theorist or whatever you want to say. I don't know this guy. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that it don't turn out that you don't have nothing to do with it. Because to me, I don't ever put anything past anybody, yo. So in a situation like this, I'd be looking at everybody that was close to him, everybody, the last person that was with him, his fan, everybody. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. Word. And I understand what he came from Jamaica. Jamaica over there, it's crazy. That's exactly what the fuck they do over there. Now, I know he didn't do it. He was with him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, I find that shit to be ironic too. And then the kid, he wasn't with nobody. Like, I don't know how many friends he got or whatever, but no friend, like, nah, I mean, he, you know, it's cool, you know. I'm the same way. I be by myself and everything, but the kid was for dolo, all by himself, man, with this guy, supposedly or whatever, you know. But you know, hopefully not. I'm just saying, you gotta leave all options open. I know I just keep on adding on to the situation when I say I'm done. But I got more. Like, just for you having exposed us all to this crap. Like, I mean, you got Young Dolph, you got Nipsey Hussle, you got I can't even think of the other names, but I forgot the other kid that got shot in his car. His name. But like I said, the boy's life, his family's life, his friends' life, his fans, everybody that felt that like they had a connection to him, even though he's an imperfect person and everything that he does or did ain't correct. But the thing is, all of his stuff is answered for now that you killed him. But besides all that, you exposed us all to this tragedy. And you are the blame and the full, you have the full blame, the full accusation, like you are the full reason why so many people have a pain in their heart. And for anybody to be able to walk around and live with some shit like that, you're definitely wicked. I don't care how young you are or old you are or what you went through in life or anything. Like, that is some very, I don't know if wicked could be very. Wicked is just wicked. But that's some evil shit. When you see that boy in his car linked like that, which you won't see, I mean, I don't know how many of you seen it, but I mean, wow, he had no chance. There was no life at all left. Like, it was just, when they hit him, it was over. For real. I hope that they fry. I hope anybody that is involved with anything like that in that situation, any other situation, I hope you fry. Oh yeah, and my idea about dropping people off in the Congo with a bunch of disgruntled gorillas that you deprived of female socialization or affection. So when you drop them off over there in the Amazon with bananas in their ass, there's only one thing for them big ass silverback gorillas to do. You know, the main thing is that we have cameras all over the place, in the trees, in the ground, the bushes, the shrubs, just to see how hard you are, just to see the face that you make during the day, if you could sleep, when you wake up, when you go to sleep, if you could, running around with monkeys chasing your ass and shit. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck the running man. Jungle man.
Dim with your soul whip.